back everyone to the Gold Season Project. This is week 4, and in this week's episode, we will be looking into our first week of the off-season training plan. In the previous episode, I talked about what was the goal for this off-season. I had this 11-week off-season training block from August 24 to November 2nd. And so I just want to go over how that first week went, the exercises, what went on behind it, what all I did. However, before we do so, let's go over our tip of the week.
Improve your foot health with toe walks.
Leg injury prevention. By strengthening the calf and foot muscles, toe walks can help prevent common leg injuries, especially for runners and active individuals. Improved balance and ankle mobility. Walking on your toes enhances balance by activating small stabilizing muscles in the feet and ankles. It also increases the range of motion in the ankles, which is crucial for various physical activities. Well, I hope you find this tip of the week to be beneficial to you. And again, you can implement these at any time. Before a workout, after, at home, at any time. It would only better your health, just doing those toe walks. Without further ado, let's now go into our week 1 off-season training plan. Week 1 training day started with Sunday. Here I warmed up on the bike for about 90 minutes, including cool down, and then I also did some shoulder mobility, which was not on the video. After that, I started with my clean pulls. I did 4 sets, 3, 3, 2, 2, 3 to 4 minute rest, about 115 pounds, and then 135 for the last 2. I supersetted with bended jumps, about 3 sets of 8, 8, and 6. After that, we move forward to deadlifts. I did 4 sets of 3, 3, 2, 2, starting off with 245 pounds, 265, 275, and then 285. Here, I also added some supersets with bended high knees. I did 4 by 8 seconds with the bended high knees. Right after that, I was supposed to do bench press, but it was occupied. So I did here Smith machine single leg glutes, 4 sets of 3, 3, 2, 2, 185, 205, 215, then 220. Bench still occupied. I moved forward to the pull-ups. I did 4 sets of each grip, and I started with 4, and then I increased the weight. Did 3, 2, 2. Started with 45 pounds, went up to 55 pounds, 65 pounds, and then finished off with 70 pounds. So you can see me here, last rep here, 70 pounds, repping 2. Finally, bench opens up. Let's go. We're doing 4 sets of 3, 3, 3, 2. However, since I'm not at full strength, I was supposed to do this earlier. I ended up doing 225 for 3, 245s for 2, and then 245 again for 2. I never went up to 255, which was the goal. However, still a win is a win. We can't complain. I did these out of order. You cannot use what you have, right? So that was Sunday. Moving on to Monday, it was an off day. Here I'm going out for a walk. It was a breezy day that day. Storms was approaching. The air was fresh and just had to enjoy. You see the flowers there, wind blowing. That was Monday. Back on the training day, Tuesday, warmed up here. I did some sled push and pulls, just 3 reps forward backwards, so sled push and back. I did 30-second rest with the sled pushes. So this day here is an isometric day, so different from Monday. Monday was actually more of a power explosive day. I started with the clean pulls, and then I did the deadlifts and everything. Here this Tuesday, I'm doing some more isometrics. So here I'm just getting my body warm up again with the sled pushes, forward backward, 30-second, get the blood flowing. I'm going to be targeting the quads, the hamstring, and the sled push it's definitely going to be covering those aspects. So great for warm up. And as you can notice as well, I increase the intensity after each rep. So here is my final rep. You're going to see that I'm going to actually sprint with the sled going forward. So just to get that blood pumping. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Putting some more effort in this last one. Even going back. More power to the ground. Pushing back. Alright, now moving up to some of our astrometric work. Bodies are warmed. Starting off doing some seated cables at 90 degrees. This is more so focusing on the hamstring. So this isometric seated cable hamstring. So I have the cable pulling toward my body from the ankles at 90 degrees. So I want to target that muscle specifically at that range of motion to build those tissues here. And I'm holding this for 60 seconds. We have 22.5 pounds on the cable. And you're just holding it. You take some deep breaths. You breathe in, breathe out. You're taking the deep breaths here. And then you just hold it there. 60 seconds. After that, I took about a 60-second break, and then I moved to the next foot. 60 seconds again. Breathe in, breathe out. So right after this one, we move to our next exercise, which is seated 90 degrees. This one is more focused on the quads. Previously we was talking the hamstring. This one is on the quads. So we just reverse position, and we have the cable pulling us back. So it's at the ankle again. So we are resisting the cable. So the opposite way. That way we make the isometric work on the quads. 60 seconds again. Here we did 3 sets. Similarly, 3 sets of 60 seconds. 22.5 pounds on the cable. You're just holding it. You're breathing in and out. Doing those deep breaths will keep your mind off any pain, any discomfort as you are holding that time there. Right after that, we are moving to our laying hamstring isometric pulls. Now this one specifically, I'm targeting it at a 120 degrees angle. This is for the hamstring again. I'm doing this because when we did the seated cables, it was at 90 degrees. So I want to target a different angle of the hamstrings. And so I'm laying down and I'm holding this for a 120 degree angle, or just about. And same concept. I'm doing 3 sets of 60 seconds. I have the same weight on here, 22.5 pounds. You can go heavier or lighter based on your strength levels. So as I'm just holding it, I'm breathing, going the full 60 here. You just want to hold it and then relax. And for the rest is also a 60-second rest. Now in this example, unlike the seated cables, I'm actually going to rest the whole 60 seconds. So that rest includes me exchanging the cable belt to my next foot. And so I've done that. I'm just laying down here, letting that 60-second come before I start my next repetition on the next foot. And we're just resting. Resting. Alright, so 60 seconds coming up. Okay. Again, you wanna take deep breaths. That's how you go through these isometric work. Breathe deep. All right, so we're up. Again, I'm holding it for at an angle, about 120-degree angle to work that specific position and build those tissues there, holding that isometric, letting those muscles target that area. Again, you're gonna feel like you're giving up. You're gonna feel like, lowering the leg, but you want to try your best to keep it at that position to target that specific muscle group. And you just want to hold it. And then we're done. Now, once we're done, we're gonna rest again for 60 seconds. Now, I've did a superset with the lying isometric holds. I've superset with planks. So here you're going to see me do just some elbow planks. One thing I did with this as well, you're not going to see in this video. Towards the end of this video, you will see it, however. But this specific video, you will not see it. I also did quad isometric pulls as well. So pull my foot forward at about a 120-degree angle again, because I've already did the seated 90 degrees quad isometric holds. So I want to now do a different angle position, and so on my back I did 120 degrees for the quads as well. And for the after the quads, I did side planks. So planks on the side, each side. Here with the hamstring isometrics, I just did straight down elbow planks. You want to really hold it, tuck the tummy, deep breaths, keep the core engaged. Man, you just hold it. So we targeting the core muscles here. See, I'm trying not to drop, so if I feel the cores collapsing, I bring it right back up. You want to stay in that neutral position. Try not to bring the butt down. Try not to bring the butt high either. You want to keep that straight line. Then we're done. So that was Tuesday. Tuesday was our second day workout. Wednesday, we started with some hill plyometrics. We went on the field. Wednesday was actually a tour day. You will see that shortly. So I did some plyometrics on the hills to warm the body up. Here I'm doing rebound jumps. So you can do them various ways, but me specifically I like to do straight leg rebound jumps to attack the ground straight under me. I'm doing 2 sets of each exercise. So I rebound jump up the hill. I have cones set up, you will notice. Once I reach my mark, I do high knees to the finish. So here I'm approaching the first cone for my second rep of rebound jumps. So the cone is right on my left. So I go rebound, rebound, rebound. You want to land on that midfoot. And here I'm approaching the second cone. It's about 20 meters to 23 meters away. Then I high knees to the top of the hill. From that second cone, the top of the hill is just about 10 to 15 meters away. Then I walk right back down. The walk is the recovery. So we walk back to recover. And you just continue. Next exercise, I'm going to do some straight leg bounds. So I want to keep my torso upright, laying underneath me. Reach the cone, high knees to the top of the hill. And again, we are resting, walking back down the hill. Okay, rest over. Second set, straight leg bounds. Going to that second cone, high knees to the top of the hill. Once we reach the top, we walk right back down again. Again, the walk back is your rest. Or in this case, my rest. Okay, that was the second set of the straight leg bounds. We're going to go into our next drill. Alright, so we walk up to the cone. Here I'm doing some high knees. These are nice, easy under control. To the second cone, and then finish with the high knees to the top of the cone. And then we rest back. Interestingly enough, I did a full set of different drills, plyometrics. However, the sun was so hot that day, the phone actually turned off. So I only found out after. So I'm going to do my second set of high knees. Walk back, rest. And then high knees again. Second cone, finish the high knees. After, when you get to the second cone, the hill really is steep. So it has a good curve to it, but once you get to the second cone, it's a very steep hill from that point, which is not the best. However, it will suffice. So you really want a nice angled hill. Now here we are doing bunny hops. So different from the rebound jumps.
So I'm going a little higher. You see I have a bend at the knee with these. So these ones are more height. Again, get to the top of the hill, walk back down for recovery. Once you get to the second cone, the intensity really goes up. It's a very steep angle at that second cone. From the first to the second cone, it's nice slanted. You get a good position going up. After that, you have to endure. Bunny hops again. Second cone, high knees. And then we're just walking back. Again, a very sunny morning. In a few moments, the phone will overheat. I also did straight bounds, sprint bounds. I did single leg cycles and many other plyometric drills. Moving forward, after the drills, I did some sprints. I only did 3 sets. Again, I'm going about a 40 meters distance from the first cone to the top of the hill. Now, the first cone to the second cone is more so my acceleration phase, but everything is going uphill, so it's hard to see the difference. Nice smooth transition. I did 3-minute rest, so that's why you don't see me walking down the hill. I walk down the hill, but turn the camera off, make sure you do not overheat. 3-minute rest. Same day here, so this is a 2-a-day session. After the hills, I went to the gym and did some eccentric work. I'm starting here with leg curls. Well, in actuality, I did hamstring curls. I don't have the footage for the hamstring curls. Just couldn't get a good angle to get a footage. But I did the same thing. I did 3 sets of 3 with a 10-second eccentric hold. 55 pounds and then 77 pounds. Moving forward, after that, I did some single leg eccentric step down. So with the eccentric, you want to focus more of the weight on that lower wing of the body. So that's when that muscle elongates. So you want to strengthen the muscle as it elongates. So I did 3 sets of 3, 4 seconds down, 8 to 15 pounds on the eccentric step down. After that, I went to the eccentric wall slides. I had the dumbbell on each side. And also I did double as well. 3 sets of about 20 seconds with a 10-pound dumbbell on the slide. Just going slowly. As you can see, the eccentric is focused on the quad in this one. Then you go down. This also works your balance and core. With one leg up, you really have to engage the core to keep your balance. So really a total body work here with this one. But the eccentric on that leg that's down. Here I have double legged, more balance with the core, and I have a longer hold going down, slower lowering, and then we're done with that. I also did reverse Nordic curls on that day as well. I did not have the footage. 3 sets of about 6 pounds reverse Nordic curls. Here, this is Thursday. Thursday was a nature walk day.
Share.
And then here are some highlights. Highlight of back to Sunday. You may have seen these on YouTube Shorts.
The breeze before the rain hits different.
Easy.
Instagram Reel. This is on Monday. Breezy Monday. By the waterside. So it's very potent. The air is very fresh. Lots of oxygen flowing in the environment. Really good after this walk. That was Monday here. Tuesday, we're on in the gym, so again, workout is
running, look good, man.
3 on days,
Good luck.
3 off days, 1 rest day. So the second,
It's not going to be easy.
that was our isometric day. So this is what I was speaking about.
A lot of disappointment, a lot of failure, a lot of pain, a lot of setbacks, a lot of defeats. You will discover some things about yourself that you don't know right now. When the hard times come, and they're going to come, when the disappointments and the rejections come, and they're going to come by the truckload. If life knocks you down, try and land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. Let your reasons get you back up.
Tuesday, this is Wednesday, third day of the Go Season Project off season, week 1. Just give you the concepts of what I did: hill plyometrics, hill sprints, eccentric exercises. Sunset on Thursday. Beautiful sunset. Wonderful object lesson. After Thursday, we went on to Friday. Friday was also an off day. Third off day, Friday. And
POV,
on this
trying
day,
to record
we
the
was
stars
out
at
in
night.
nature,
Phone
trying
did
to
no
get
justice.
some stars at night. Phone
Fixed
did
it.
no justice here. Best we got with the phone. And then Saturday, our rest day. And that is how our week 1 of season training went with the Go Season Project.
Thank you everyone for watching. And remember to share, like, subscribe if you have not already done so. And stay tuned for next week's episode, week 5 of the Gold Season Project. Roosevelt out.